Hi all, welcome back to Android Pandit. From this section, we are going to have a series of videos on how to develop Android applications. Before starting with developing an application, we have to know some basics about Android, its components, and its versions. Let's have a look at those. What is Android actually? An Android is an open source Linux based operating system for mobile devices, televisions, wearables, and tablets, etc. You all know what is an operating system. An operating system acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. So, Android is an operating system which acts as an interface between you and your mobile. Android is developed by Google and later by Open Handset Alliance, who are a group of 3 persons. Now let us know the features of Android. I think you all know the features of Android. Those are connectivity, storage, messaging, multi-language support, video calls, and etc. There are so many features of Android. Now we will know about the versions of Android. Here are the list of versions of Android with their code name, version, release date, and API level. You can read each and every code name and version if you are free. The link will be given in the description. Android Oreo is the latest version which is released on August 21, 2017 and its API level is 26. Now we will know about the components of Android. The components of Android are activity, intent, service, broadcast receiver, and content provider. I think it's better that you will know more about this when you work on this in Android Studio. And now we will know about some of the Java code components before we dive into the ocean of Android Studio. Here are Java code components. Every Java code is written in a file with .java extension, and the file must contain a class, and the class must contain attributes and methods. Every professional Android developer always searches for this structure whenever he sees a new Java code. Now we will know about visualization of a Java method. A Java method must contain an accessibility keyword, whether it is private or public or protected, and then followed by return type, and then the method name. The method name must always be given in a camel case. You will know about this camel case in next few seconds. And next followed by parentheses and then the parameters. Now we will know about the camel case and Pascal case. Camel case. In camel case, the first word's first letter must be in lowercase and the second word's first letter should be the uppercase. If we follow this order, then we will call the word is in camel case. And the next Pascal case, where the first word's first letter is uppercase and the second letter is also uppercase. And the snake case, which we will not use in Android. And now we will know about some symbols in Android. Here are the symbol, its name and primary use and their example. Braces, which is used for block of codes and method signatures. Here is an example. When you always open a method, it must be open with an open brace and end with an close brace. And next, semicolon. When we write code statements, every statement should be terminated with a semicolon. Here you can see string my name is equal to Adam and then semicolon. Here the variable is declared in camel case. You can observe this. And next, parentheses. Parentheses are used to give parameters to a method, and parameters are used when you are calling a method. Here is the example, which is method name and the parameter is my name. And the next one is brackets. Brackets are used when we define data objects and data position. Whenever we declare an array, we use the brackets like this here. and there are so many operators in Java. Here are some of those, which is logical and, addition, and etc. We use these operators in Java. And now we will just know how to open a new project in Android Studio. Here you go. This looks so cool. The design is good of the updated version of Android Studio. It takes to open Android Studio. You can be patient. I think you people are ready with the Android Studio installed in your devices. If you have any queries and errors, you can just comment out such that I can solve them. Yeah, now let's start a new project in Android Studio. Now we have to select a template. Now let's move on with an empty activity. Here are so many templates for you, which is a bottom navigation activity, a fragment plus view model, which is navigation drawer activity, Google Maps, login activity. You'll know more about this in further. Now we will go with empty activity. You can just click on next. And now you have to give the name of your application. I'll just give it as my first app. See that the package name is always unique, and the package name must contain com dot your company name or else your professional name, and then followed by the app name. It's important to see that your package name is always unique because it gives you a problem when you upload your app in Play Store. And then the save location. You can change the location or else you can go with the default location. And then you can select the language from here, which is Java. Since I explained the code, everything in Java, I'll choose Java. And then the minimum SDK. Minimum SDK is the minimum OS where your app can run. I'll just give it API Marshmallow such that your app will run on approximately 84.9% of devices. And then you can just click on finish. It takes time to load. The Gradle started building. See, the Android Studio is doing so much for you. Here you can see two processors are running. You can see here the Gradle sync is started and the Gradle is building. It takes time to build the project. You can wait patiently. And the Gradle, it is a tool that will build the whole project and convert it into bytecode such that the system can show us the output. And you can also say that Gradle is a software which is used to build other software. It takes few minutes to seconds in order to build the Gradle. You can just wait patiently for building. The Gradle build is successful. You can see two activities opened here. One is activity main.xml and main activity.java. These are the two activities which will open whenever you start a new project. That's it for this video, guys. If you have any doubts, you can just comment out such that I can solve them. And if you like the video, subscribe my channel and hit the notification icon. Thank you.